What's up, Rob? It's been a minute. How you doing, sweetheart?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too. I'm excited. I'm so excited about what we're about to do today.
Absolutely. Well, once again, my friends, it's Robert Antoinette along with the lovely
Constance Carter.
And we believe that for every situation,
there is a conversation.
Hashtag Conversation Starters Live. Well, y'all know what it is. This is the #1 entertainment platform in the world. And me and Constance are coming back again. We started out in 2020. We thank you for the love. We thank you for the support. But now it's a brand new year.
Yes, and, brand new season.
Yeah, for sure. I thought you were going to hit me with a gospel. This is your season. No, but real talk though, Constance, I'm so happy to see you again.
You
and
too.
We're going to start this thing off with a bang. We got a double header in store for everybody that's tuning in.
Yes.
For real. You know, yes. and I'm sitting over here right now trying to make my page public. So if I look distracted, it's because I'm trying to operate two things at once. And you know I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time.
Most men can't do that. Most men cannot do two things at one time. Most men cannot chew gum and walk at the same time. So I'm gonna give you a moment. And while I give you that moment, do you mind if I introduce our guest? I mean, I know that this is the person that you introduced me to, but do you mind if I did you get it done?
You asking for permission?
I'm a good co-host. Let you drive.
You're gonna let me drive? Well, I appreciate you. Well, listen, if you have been a part of the whole YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, if you are on social media at all, I promise you, I promise you that you will have seen at least one time somebody who's crazy, sexy, and cool personified in one whole person, Constance.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to introduce to some and to present to others for the very first time in 2021 on the Conversation Starters Live couch, Miss Daphnique Springs.
Woo-hoo! Hey, how you guys doing?
Great. Hey. We are so excited to have you here today, Daphnique. Happy New Year to you. I mean, it's, we're well into January, but Happy New Year and thank you for being on with us. Let's get right into it because, I know you don't have a lot of time. No, you don't have a lot of time, but we got so much that we want to talk to you about. So first of all, I know Rob wants to get into the business, but you got 2.5 million Facebook followers.
Yes.
That is insane. How did you start off with how did you get that many followers?
Just by building an online presence by making content.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I started my page back in like 2015 and just started to build from there, just taking it serious in 2018.
So in 2018, did you know that you were going to get how quickly did it take you to get the 2.5 million followers?
I think last year I got 1.1 million and then the year before like over 1 million. So it took me like 2 years to build up that following. 2018, I think I was maybe at like 100,000 and just build for the next 2 years.
Wow. And is that like every day you post something on there every single day?
Yes, on Facebook, yes.
Wow, that is
and
amazing.
New videos every other day.
And new videos every other day. And you got the
2.700 videos.
Wow.
That's amazing. So I want to tell my story, Constance. So here's how I was introduced to you, Daphne. You probably know these cats, but I was scrolling through Facebook the way I normally do on a daily basis, and I saw this cat, man. I thought he was absolutely hilarious, and I told you about him, Constance. I think his government name is Jihadi, but you might know him as Big
Oh,
John.
Big John.
And yeah, so he was having a concert. They were doing the whole crew is stupid tour, and he came to DC, and I said I gotta go see him. So it was him, Minx, and Barry Brewer. So they all came, and so the more I started to follow their stuff, because you know they put out a lot of content as well related to video. Then I saw your stuff, and I won't get into it, but it was bananas, Constance. I was like, this young lady is special, right? Her. So just in coming up with your content, where are you getting your inspiration from, sis?
Just everyday life experiences. And what I like to do is we like to take one idea and just keep expanding it into different episodes. So it's like you make it a series. So if I started off as the crazy chick, how many different situations can I put that crazy chick in? So if I'm the dumb girlfriend, how many situations can I put that dumb girlfriend in? If I'm the side chick, how many different situations can I put the side chick in? And the scammer, if we're scamming, how many different situations? So then that's how you build on content, by really taking one premise or idea and expanding it, just seeing how many different places, almost kind of what they do with television and episodes. So you watch the pilot and then it's like, how many different places can we expand this to hopefully get it to 100 episodes?
That's pretty smart. Did you come up with that by yourself, or is that kind of like the rule of thumb in sketch comedy?
I think it's just like, I wouldn't say I came up with it myself, but I wouldn't say it was like taught to me or something I learned. It's just with learning the business. I've been in LA for 11 years. So with just knowing the business and how to create a character. When you watch Mad TV, they recycled a lot of characters. They just put them in different situations. So it's just about having television and film knowledge and then just expanding on it.
I love that because, you know, I know a lot of people who are attempting to put content out there. You know, obviously, I bumped into Daphnique in these Clubhouse streets. Shout out to everybody who has an iPhone.
You just don't know.
I bumped into her, and there were some jewels and some nuggets that Daphnique just dropped. Like, no, it's nothing. But the way you approach comedy and the way you approach, you know, just taking one person and recycling that one particular character in so many different scenes. Like for me, what I love about your sketch comedy, and I want to get off that for a second, is the fact that I know those chicks that you play and portray. Like I know the hood chick, I know the scammer chick, I know the dumb girlfriend, I know the side chick. Like I know all of those characters, and anybody that's been in the hood or you've been around dating long enough, you have seen this personality at least one time. Right?
Yeah, and I didn't know how relatable the characters would be to people around the world. So when I went to Dubai, a lot of the Muslim women, when I went to the mall, I guess I don't know what the rules are on the engagement with you or speaking with you, but when I walked by in the mall, they clapped to get my attention. And as I walked by, they started bowing their heads at me. Because to them, I learned that when I went outside of the country, that in America, us as women, we can speak to men however we want. You know what I mean? It should be limitations on things, and it should be common respect for people. But in other countries, women don't have the power to speak and verbally express themselves to a man, especially in the manner that I do in videos. And so for these women around the world to be able to see this, it was empowering to them. So when I walked to Dubai, I remember when I first got to the hotel, this lady came up to me because Dubai is the only place I've ever been where you have to check in all the passports into any room. Usually one person can just check into the room and then everybody just go in the room with them if we're sharing a room. And since I had a double room, this lady came up behind me and she said, "Daphne, is it you?" And I turned around like, "Oh, what the hell is going on? Did I forget to tip somebody?" And she was like, "I know you from your voice."
Wow.
Videos, and then to be able to see that in South Africa and different other places around the country and places Cayman Islands, and I went to Dubai, and just all the Muslim people asking me to come to their job and please visit them, or could they come see me and say hi. So it's just like we was just creating comedy and just skits of just, always wanted my stuff to be relatable and feel like you could be in a real situation, or somebody like that, even though the characters are extreme. But it's amazing how it can really touch people. Those videos really did well in Russia too.
Really? So, check that out. So here's the thing though, beyond the comedy concepts, like I said, I bumped into her in these clubhouse streets, and I started to dig a little bit deeper beyond the surface, because she is beautiful, right? She is funny, but if I'm reading it right, you have also become a boss. And I'm not talking about a regular BOSS boss. I'm talking about the hashtag capital B, capital A, capital W, capital SE boss, right? So are you promoting a lip gloss line, which is your own, or are you the face for someone else's product?
No, it's my own line. So that's something I want to actually learn this year, of how to really start going hard on promoting it and stuff like that. But it actually does pretty good sales, but I know it could be greater and better. But I love to wear lipstick, you know what I mean? And so I was wearing other people's lipsticks, other brands. And then I was like, you know what, how about I just start my own line? So I did the research and, really learned how to just get my stuff manufactured. And I just started my own line, probably, I think 2018. So it's been out for a minute, and, I just sell it, and my fans support. Some people buy every color,
so are you distributing from
the product?
Are you distributing from the US, or is it, you bringing it overseas?
I distribute it right now from the US. So, hey, okay. I'm helping the US.
Yes.
But
that's my stuff.
One of the reasons why I love that though is, I'm sorry, Constance, real quick, I'll just say this year, with the most recent turn of events, regardless of whether you're blue or red, Republican or Democrat, Black girl magic is on full display in this administration's cabinet. So I love to celebrate Black girl magic in all of its forms, right? So whenever I see a woman of color who is in business and owning that thing, right? And from what I heard you say, you just created your own lane. And I just think beyond saying, a golf clap applause, I think that's fearless. And you separated yourself from everybody else who talk about doing it, where you actually did do it. And so my question is, now that you're out in LA, because everybody's a star out there, where are you originally from? You say you've been there for like 11 years.
I'm originally from South Florida, but I went to college at Eastern Michigan University. So, but I did go back to Florida, and then I came to LA at the age of 21.
I love it. I love it. For those of you doing the math, you got it?
I mean, it's Google. I better wish Google just to ask me first.
So for everybody who's watching, we are talking to the beautiful Daphnique Springs. So make sure you share this on your pages. Make sure you are hearting. Love, like our page, Conversation Starters Live, and follow our YouTube page, Conversation Starters Live. We are here with Daphnique. She is dropping the gems. And so I wanted to touch a little bit more on that, the monetization of the product that you're doing. Are you monetizing anything else? Because it's great that you have 2.5 million Facebook followers. You have over 300, almost 400,000 Instagram followers. So you have all of these things, and a smart businesswoman would do what you're doing, which is monetizing that. Are there any other products that you have or that you're looking to do in the future?
As of right now, I sell shirts, but it also goes in hand in hand with touring. And since I'm a stand-up comedian, I started stand-up comedy in October 2010. So, so that's another way to monetize. And then also I do get ad revenue. So.
Oh, that ad revenue is great, yeah. I'm sure. Yes. Once you start hitting them millies, you get that ad rev. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of like where you are now, right? I love how TD Jake says, Daphnique, people will always celebrate you for your glory, but they don't know your story, right? And I heard you intimate a story once before where you actually went to the Saturday Night Live. And I just want you to share with our viewers kind of how that all worked out. And in spite of that, you know, look at you now.
Yeah, so I tested for a sketch show back in the day, which was 50 Central. I don't know if you guys remember that show on BET. Got pretty close. And so, you know, I started doing sketches shortly after that because I was like, maybe I should build a following. So I got into it. And then in 2018, I was a Just for Laughs new face at the biggest comedy festival in the world. And that's where you perform stand-up in front of like over probably like 70% of the industry. So you got all your big networks and stuff like that. And so out of that came the opportunity to test for SNL, which was an amazing opportunity. I'm still going to keep hope alive. And when I didn't get it, it was a little devastating. But I was just like, you know, I'm going to continue to create and continue to put myself out there.
That's so you're working in Hollywood. Who have you worked with? Who are some of the greats that you've worked with?
I've worked with, I toured stand-up wise with Cat Williams. Martin Lawrence let me feature all his shows at the Comedy Store. I've been able to, you know, do shows on the road with like Mike Epps, Earthquake, Guy Torrey, just, you know, a lot of people. Russell Peters, it's letting me get on shows. And just in Hollywood, Will Smith, I did a show with him. That was pre-pandemic. And
did you say you did a show with the Will Smith?
Yeah, that's him. We were handpicked too.
So there weren't no entanglements, were there?
No, everybody was professional, and we were union, so it's union rules. No, it was very professional. So I got to work with him, which was really cool because we got to really spend time with him and hang out with him. So we got to just like, you know, go out to eat with him, sit with him, talk with him, he one-on-ones with him. So that was what the show was about. So it was pretty cool. Wow. It was a great experience. I think 2016 or 17, I did the Comedy Get Down. That show was on BET, and I shot a scene with George Lopez and Charlie Murphy. And then upcoming, it's actually airing on February 16th on NBC. Keenan from SNL has his own show, his own sitcom.
Really? And that Single Dad or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'll be in a few of those episodes.
Nice.
Yeah,
so who are some of the greats that you want to work with? Who are some of the greats you want to work with?
So many people. I don't know. A lot of people. I can't think on the spot like that.
Two
like names.
Two.
Viola Davis, Denzel Washington. I mean, even though I saw Viola Davis at Whole Foods. She looked like she was just getting that out. I'm like, oh shit, that's Viola Davis in the grocery store. And then I've seen Will Smith before several times at like events and stuff like that. But that would be pretty cool. But
So you want to get in the movie? I'm sorry. You want to get in the movies?
In terms of that, you have rubbed elbows with a lot of people, but have you ever fanned out, like you have a story where like this is really well? Is there anybody in the industry that you kind of really like? You are outside yourself, looking at yourself like,
I mean, you got to figure. I done met Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart. I mean, the craziest, the person that made my heart do like this was Eddie Murphy. My friend, a girlfriend of mine, was like, "Hey, girl, you want to go somewhere with me?" And I was like, "All right." She was like, "Okay, meet me over here at this house." I was like, "Okay," and it was Eddie Murphy's house, and he came out, and he didn't say his name, guys. He only asked me my name. He grabbed my head like this, and he said, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Daphnique." He never said Eddie. He was just like, "Nice to meet you," and I was like, "Nice to meet you too." And then we end up in his house. Is like, it looks like a resort, and they have like a movie theater. They have like everything you can think of in there, arcade and stuff like that. So I watched a movie with his kid, and then we played in the arcade and we bowled, and then they had all these cakes. It was just absolutely amazing.
You know what? Here's what I see. People are going to be doing the same thing to you that they're going to be doing with Eddie, that they've already done with Eddie Murphy. You are well on your way, my dear. You are well on your way. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So speaking of being well on your way, I just got to let people know that there are so many things that Daphnique does on a day-to-day basis. So let me run a clip real quick.
Behind my back, he put Molly in my water. I had never done drugs a day in my life, and he put Molly in my water. And when I tell you I had the best time of my life. Yes! For the first time in my life, I felt free. Now I know how it feels to be white. I felt free. I had no oppression or struggle on my shoulder. I was non-judgmental. That same guy came back with that dick fruit. I was like,
So in terms of stand-up, I know you're doing like a gazillion things. So what is there one thing that's a passion over the other? I know you like doing a little bit of everything because you're always working, right? Before you came on, you're doing a photo shoot. So is stand-up something you really want to
just shooting? I hate taking pictures, actually.
What? As beautiful as you are?
Oh, thank you. But I just don't like taking pictures. But I take pictures with people all the time. I don't mind taking pictures with people. But I'm not going to do a photo shoot. It's hard. I don't remember. I get photo shoots maybe once every 3 years.
This man right here does photo shoots every other month.
I can see it.
I do not. You better
He
stop
think
that.
he's pretty. It's the most photo shoot Negro I
That's
know.
what we're doing across the corner. You're gonna tell everybody I like you. That's not true. So listen, I know we're on limited and borrowed time. So anybody that sits on the Conversation Starters Live couch, we put them through a series of questions called I Really Wanna Know. So you want me to start this thing off, Constance, or you want to start?
No, go ahead, Rob.
Okay, so I heard you name a bunch of friends of the comedy circuit right now. So if there was, Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out, right? If there were two comedians that I could pit against each other in a battle, just cracking on each other, like your mama's so fat kind of jokes, between Corey Holcomb and Jamie Foxx, who do you think would win, hands down? And don't give me that soft answer. I mean, they both really good.
No, I think
I
kind of honestly think joke for joke, Jamie Foxx will win.
Okay.
Because I don't see that one video they said Jamie ended someone's career. So
yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
Tend to be a little more.
Yeah.
So like joke, I would go for Jamie. But I think Corey can hold his own.
Oh, absolutely. But you got to make sure the kids is way sleep for real.
Yeah, and no side babies are, watching.
Wow.
I know you said that you one day you'd like to be on Saturday Night Live, but would you say that you are more of a Wild and Out comedian or a Saturday Night Live comedian?
I'm a chameleon. I could fit anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because it's two different things, you know what I mean? Wild and Out is more roasting and kind of like live action, kind of just going pit against each other. It's roasting. That's basically what it is. And then the other one is sketch form. So I'm actually pretty good at roasting. But so I could just do both. But one is still living. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So in terms of comedians, there's a difference between the way you spell comedian and comedian. Are there any OGs in the game or contemporaries like you would want to be front row with right now? In terms of the sisters that are out there.
You got Melanie Camacho, who's absolutely amazing. Coco Brown, B Flat, Marina Franklin. That's New York. Who else I know? Von DiCarlo, New York. You got a lot of heavy hitters. You got Hope Flood. Yeah, it's a lot of people. I can name Cheryl Shepard, Sherry Shepard. Okay. I've met Kim Whitley. I've met all these people are just absolutely amazing and got to see them live. Seeing people live is always a different feel as well. And those are just the OGs, So you still got a whole gang of them that are like where I'm at in my class, you know.
So let me ask you this. So say you were the next generation queen of comedy. Who are two people you would take on tour with you?
Would be other queens of comedy?
Yeah, the new school queens of comedy. So, you know, two maybe newer up and coming comedians, or just, you know, somebody that people already know. Who will be the two people you would take on tour with you?
I can't narrow it down to two. I would just have to put the show together and just see how it fits. You know what I mean? Because it has to be a vibe and an energy as well. But I can name about like at least 7 or 8 people that are good. I mean, minus the ones that I've already named. You got Tyree Lane, you got Takara Williams, you got Zaynab Johnson, you got Kelly Kales, you have Just Niche, you have Crystal Powell, you have Ashima Franklin. I think I can keep going. That's all I could think of right now. But yeah, a lot of heavy hitters out here, a lot of young Black women across the country that are absolutely amazing.
Doing the damn thing.
And I just hit like the West Coast and the South. I didn't really hit like the New York scene. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So you got Mimi Simpson, that's up there. You got Paris Sachet, who did Just for Laughs in Montreal with me. We were the only 2 Black females out that whole year out of 42 new faces in all the categories, and out of 22 stand-ups, it was just me and her. So you got her. So it's a lot. Those are the ones I can think of. Oh yeah, Tiffany Haddish, but I wouldn't put Tiffany Haddish in my class. She's way above us as far as status and just where she's taken her comedy. So of course Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, I got a crazy story with her.
Really? I mean,
before you leave, can you share?
Yeah, I remember one day. So I was outside. I had went up at the Hollywood Improv. It was D. Ray Davis night, and I remember D. Ray brought me up like messed up. It was the worst introduction ever. When I tell you I bombed. Like I really bombed. That's just how he is. We're newer comics, so they give you, sometimes they're gonna throw you that wild card, and you just gotta be able to accept it, or you gonna drown and sink, you know what I mean? Or you can float up out of it. That night I drowned. So when I tell you it was, you could hear a needle drop. There's somebody literally.
Oh, bless your heart.
Somebody said, "Baby, just take your time." When somebody say, "Baby, take,"
"Baby, take your time,"
it ain't going well at all for you. So I was about to cry. So I went outside, and I'm just literally, when I tell you I'm holding back tears, because you know, LA is a place that it has industry, plus a lot of our peers are there. So it was just the embarrassment of bombing in front of your peers, and the potential of fans, and just the audience, and the club owners, and the club staff. Like, I died up there, literally. My mouth got dry. That's it. When you are literally bombing, you can't find any saliva in your mouth. It just started to stick. It's like a crazy, just dry. So I'm up there bad. So I goes outside. I'm mad. Literally, you know how the tears stay wrapped behind the eyeballs, but you got your eyes open like this so they won't fall. And so I was literally standing outside, just like with my eyes open like this. And D. Ray came outside like nothing ever happened. He said, "How did it go?" And only thing that could come out of my mouth was "F you." He said, "What did you say?" I said, "You heard me, F you." And then so that one tear had made its way to the corner. It dropped. He was like, "I don't care. I'm the one who gave you a shot and let you be on this stage. I don't care if your name is wrong." I said, "You didn't have to bring me up like that." He said, "I'm from Chicago. That's how we bring people up." And then Lil Rel was standing out there. Lil Rel was like, "Nah, they don't always bring people up like that. What you talking about? Don't do that girl like that." So then I was about to cry. So now the tears is just, now they right here. So Tiffany Haddish grabs me by my shoulder. She pushes me around the corner. She said, "You better not let these see you cry. You better not. Don't you cry. You suck up. They will try to break you. You don't let them break you. And I'm like, are they breaking me? I just don't understand. Like everybody saw me. She was like, if you gonna cry, you cry right here, but you will not cry around that corner. And I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna cry. And I've been over, and I have just out of pride, I stood there for about 3 minutes. I knew I couldn't hold it no more, and I just left. I just left.
Oh man!
But you know what? Everybody got a bombing story. I'm sure every comedian that is worth their salt has some story where they bomb. So good for you. You knocked that out. It's done. Ain't gonna be no more. So you good. So I see so many great things for you, young lady. I'm super honored to get to meet you and to get to talk to you and share this time in this space with you. What's next for you?
What's next to me? You know, this year I really want to break into television and film more and just get some of my projects off the ground. Whether I just break them into series and just like really show, you know, something outside of the whole sketch game.
Yeah.
Really happy to be on Keenan. So make sure you guys check that out February 6th. I think that's going to be amazing.
For sure.
Of course, I know it's going to be amazing. So make sure you're watching that. And it's just going to be just a great year. I think even with the pandemic, I feel like we're heading out of it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come. Just want to, you know, start getting my foot into television and film more. And
it's coming.
Yeah.
If you were able to build a 2.5 million following, you going to be able to do anything you want to do, girlfriend. That's the bulk of the work. So now they're gonna start knocking on your doors, knocking your door down. So
next time I want to cry, I'm gonna listen to your words in the back of my head.
It's on the way, baby girl. It is on the way.
Yeah, for sure. And I love the fact that you are even doing what you're doing. The one thing that I hear, Constance, is ownership, right? Most comics and people looking to break into the industry, they come and say, I'll do anything you ask me to do. I'm funny, or I can act. And that's a different conversation than when you come and say, I have a body of work. Matter of fact, I got catalog. Can we work together? You know, or here's what I have in mind. You know, is this a vision that you can support and show on your network? If not, that's cool. I'm gonna go down the street and I'm gonna holler at DM and see what's popping, right?
Yeah.
So,
and although I still want a television and film career, you know, because I always go with what was your original goal and plan.
Sure.
And that was my original goal and plan, was to do stand up and then break into television and film as well when I came here. So I'm not going to kind of lose that. But I think it's absolutely amazing what a lot of these creators are creating on their own. Like Big Jaw has an app. That's amazing. Kev on Stage has an app that is absolutely amazing. And they're able to build their own platforms and become their own networks. And I just think that's absolutely amazing. I think it's something that I want to keep in my back pocket. But, you know, I also have other places I want to be, as I'm sure we all do, you know. But but I think I just like to see other people and see what the possibilities are.
Girl, the possibilities are endless with you.
Endless. Yeah, exactly.
So,
and before it's all said and done, do you want to make LA your permanent home? Because I heard
I want to move back to Florida. I'm from Florida.
Really?
You want to leave LA and go back
to LA? Wow.
Not anytime soon, but yeah, one day when I'm retired, yeah, I definitely want to live in Florida. I want to be like them old white Jewish people, just down there. But my skin not gonna look like orange leather. It's just gonna be black and melanin and golden. So I'll just tease it. No, but I don't know if you've been to South Florida. They be on the beach so much they still be looking like orange leather.
Yeah, it looks like nothing. Absolutely. In
like,
fact,
I'll tell you. Iguana? Oh no, it's moving. It's a human. No, I'm just.
Oh my God.
This is what I love. South Beach. So we used to drive. A couple of my boys used to always go to South Beach, and the further close you were to what's that main road? Atlantic, or is it
Collins?
Collins. No, Collins is one street over, and I think it's Atlantic is the one that's right. Yeah, Ocean. There you go. Ocean Avenue.
Atlantic. We was on the side street.
On the side street. Well, have you been to Wet Willie's? I think it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Wet Willie's is a spot that we used to go, Constance, to go in there and say, this is nothing. And 4 of those drinks later, we all walking out leaning sideways. So I put my stamp of approval on that. So last thing I'll ask you about Florida. So there are a bunch of folks that have come out in the rap game. Would you say you're more of a Rick Ross fan?
Rick Ross is the best rapper alive. I mean,
really?
I love Drake. I love Lil Baby, Drake, and you know, Big Sean and them. But lyrically, you know, a lot of people be trying not to give Rick Ross his credits, but lyrically, he's one of the best rappers alive. And then not only lyrically, his business skills. Like that man owns a lot of different. He owns a lot of property, yet and still he owns a lot of restaurants in his neighborhood. Like if you listen back to the song "Buy Back the Block," so he owns a lot of stuff in his community. So I think that's just absolutely amazing. But he's a great rapper and he's consistently good. You don't have to worry about him putting out some CD and you're like, what the heck is this? Now he's consistent.
She said the best rapper alive.
You said that with your chest, Daphne. Good God Almighty.
I'm gonna stand for Florida now.
Okay.
Come on, stand up. So what about Flo Rida?
I don't think you will make the list.
I mean, I'm not a Flo Rida fan, but I mean, I don't knock his hustle. I like Plies.
Okay.
Okay, Plies.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about Trick Daddy and
Trick Daddy and Trina, legendary. Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I met Trick Daddy too. He was like, you know what, you look good. And I was like, he looked like Florida Evans. That's when he really started to look like Florida Evans back in the day. And I was like,
damn.
But young Trick Daddy was handsome as hell.
Didn't get
don't
it.
do it like when Trick Daddy was young. You don't know then? Oh, Trick Daddy was cute. Trick loved the kids. You could get it.
Before that was pre-Florida.
Like I was got pregnant by him, but I was a kid.
Oh man,
so it would have been like but like if Trick Daddy looked like he did back then. If he would have aged gracefully, I would have been like, okay, Trick.
Oh my God. Well, listen, Miss Daphne, we thank you for coming on the show today.
Hold on, wait. One more time. You look like Florida Evans.
Haven't you seen the memes with the
I ain't even gonna look at this dude differently now.
They got memes out there, Rob.
Like if they do a remake, they done tried to do remakes. I don't know why they don't cast Trick Daddy. Just cast him.
Actually, they are talking about doing that.
Yeah, they should just cast him.
Bernadette Stannis, she's talking to
people out here wearing a dress. Might as well just go ahead and cast him in Florida Evans. She always wore jeans anyway.
Okay.
Miss Daphne, we are going to let you get back to doing what you do best. And I know you out there doing photo shoots and doing great things in Los Angeles.
You photo shoots from? Just a shoot.
Shoots. You know you out there like Rob. Rob.
I'll be out here like I'm Rihanna doing a yes, I'm actually.
No, that's not it. You hang out with this dude.
Oh my Daphne, you need to stop.
We shoot videos and content.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They shoot content. Okay, before you go, how long does it normally take you to shoot your videos and your content?
Just depends on who I'm shooting with. Some people like to do angle back and forth. They shoot more cinematography style, which is your close up, my close up, turn, shot on you, shot on me. That takes longer. But I shoot true sketch forms where it's just like a one shot, and we can just pull it out in one scene. So it's only the camera will be on everybody that's in that scene. So
did you start out? Did you have to evolve to that, to the more complicated?
I shoot when it's my shot, when it's my stuff. I shoot sketch form. But if I'm working with other people, then I'll shoot the other way, which takes way longer. Because back in the day, I could shoot 5 to 6 sketches in 4 to 5 hours. Whereas other people, it takes them to shoot one sketch, it takes 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. So that's why I was able to put out so much content.
Wow. Yeah. And you know what? I'll leave you with this, Constance. So I didn't know that, because I know one thing I love about Big Ja is, his sketches are funny. He'll let you see the bloopers afterwards. So I imagine that it takes about 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 takes.
No, it don't take them that many takes. I've shot with Big Ja. They only doing it. It's probably like just 3 shots. He gonna use one and may have 2 bloopers. That's it. He not shooting no 7, 8 times. No, that's like movies, like real big feature film. Like Black Panther may do some stuff like that. But nah. they not doing it like that.
Okay.
You ain't about to discredit my friends.
No, I'm a big fan of y'all. I got y'all. I took a picture with y'all one time.
Okay.
No, but I love that dude. I love Minx, Hemingberry, Brewer, so that whole crew.
Yeah.
And Carrie too.
Yeah, that's who I'm gonna see Carrie in probably like an hour.
Yeah, tell him I said what up.
Well, Miss Daphnique, we thank you, Robert.
Thank you so much for having me.
We thank you so much. You guys stick around because we are going to be talking to Miss April Sampe. She's going to tell you how to veg and dine. She's going to tell you about all the food deserts. And if you want to get into vegan living and clean eating, we're going to talk about it next. So thank you again, Miss Lady.
Thank you for having me.
You are absolutely amazing.
Check this out. This your boy Warren G, and I'm hanging out with my homeboy Robert and my homegirl Constance on Conversation Starters. You better ask somebody. If you don't know, now you know. Judge.
What's up, big homie? What was that? That sounded like a that sounded like a bunch of what was that? What was that? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Well, listen, I feel like it's time for us to really get our minds right in 2021. You know, long gone are the days of doing McDonald's. I think we need to eat holy. Okay, we need to say no to bacon. We need to say no to fish. We need to say no to steak. We need to say no to meat altogether. And get our vegan on. You understand? Get our vegan on.
Sweet Jesus.
That's what I think we should do.
Well, who do you have in mind to talk about it?
I cannot.
Mrs. April Sampe.
Little sis. Hey, little sis.
Well, I swear.
Hey, little sis.
How are you all doing?
Baby, he talking about giving up the swine. He talking about giving up the swine. I'm not too sure about that.
Yes, it's about that time to give up the swine. I am magically delicious, though. I can put that out there. I don't know how y'all feeling good. Everybody else is magically delicious.
Yeah, you know, before we start, because I want to give people a little bit of a preface of who you are and what it is that you do about, you know, with your vegging out and dining. So let's go into the clip, the little snippet of Miss April Sampe. Let's do it. That was fire, baby.
Well, honey, that's what we're working on right now. I'm gonna tell you, we're trying to make sure we're getting on your network television, and we are making sure that we introduce the world to find vegan dining. The average person, they know about vegan food, but they think it's eating cardboard.
Yeah.
In actuality, the food is amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Well, how did you get into vegan living?
So I had fibroids. I'm sorry to all the guys who have to hear this, but I had fibroids, and it usually affects women of color. And I went to the doctor. I said, you know, how did I get them? They said, well, we don't know, but usually you get them when you have hormonal imbalances. And I said, okay. And in the same breath, she said, I'm going to prescribe you birth control, and that should hopefully make everything better. Really? So what you're telling me, you're going to throw off my hormones that you're telling me are already thrown off? So I went home, did my own research, found out that the meat that I'm eating are being pumped with hormones, found out the milk that I was drinking is being pumped with hormones, and found out that everything that I eat has milk in it. Ooh, I'm just saying. It has milk in it, has cheese in it, has eggs in it, has everything. So I'm just saying it's bothersome that there's so many things that affect my hormones that I was eating on a regular basis. So it's like, why am I doing this? It's doing too much. Doing too much.
So how did you get into it? Because a lot of times people, they don't live in areas where it's easily accessible.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to show you all this because I'm just excited about it. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but I feel like it. And I drank some of my tea, but it says your food farts, mine gives off oxygen.
All right, then. That facts, bars.
I'm sorry. Look, in my head, I'm funny. In my head. Now, I can't be like Daphnique, but in my head, I'm hilarious.
You know, the last time we hung out, Rob, remember we hung out with April last month, and I was over there. I felt a little guilty because I was eating, I think you ordered some French fries. I ordered some something. I think I ordered a dessert, a peach cobbler or something. We had some coffee. We had all kind of stuff. And April just sat there. We were in Atlanta and we were at the, where were we at? Chrisette Michelle concert.
So let me tell you something. A good vegan always eats before they go out.
Oh, that's how you do it.
We always make sure we get our food before we go out. I'm never hungry. Y'all be sitting there like, oh, I feel so guilty. I'm like, really? You feel guilty? Yeah.
So April, I'll tell you this. Constance asked me, she said, do you eat pork? I was like, nah, I don't really eat pork like that. She said, do you like bacon? I was like, yeah.
I'm like, Ninja, you just have bacon for breakfast. What do you mean?
Bacon is different from pork. You understand? But
you know what? You just learned me something.
I did learn something. I had to think about that. I
don't eat pork, but I eat bacon.
Yeah. I know some other people out there. If you are watching right now, just let us know where you're watching from. Tell us your name. Tell us the city that you're hailing from, because I believe this message from April Sampe is beneficial worldwide. And if you're like me, you know, you probably don't eat pork, but I know you eat bacon. But after talking to April Sampe, I hope that she can educate you so that you know you need to eat food to live. And as she said on her coffee mug, your food farts, but her food gives oxygen and life.
You're welcome, America.
And you know what? There are people that are from all over the world that we have listening. So make sure you chime in and say where you are from. And if you are thinking about going vegan, I mean, how many people on here have, and there's thousands of people that are watching right now. How many people on here have considered going vegan? How many of you have considered going vegan? Because I've considered it. I just don't know the first place to start to do it, but I've certainly considered it.
Well, now that I help you out with a place to start. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for Veg Out and Dine to actually be picked up by the network, which is coming soon, we have Veg Out and Dine, the podcast. And starting March 4th, you'll actually be able to check out the podcast for season 2. I'm going to be interviewing some amazing heavy hitters, and everybody's going to tell you some great things about their experiences as a vegan, how it was when they first started, what their obstacles were, what advice they would give to a person who is newly transitioning or even thinking about transitioning. I don't eat pork. Thank you for not eating pork. Now, I hope you don't eat all the other animals or animal byproducts that come along with that. I'm just saying. No, but one thing that I don't do is I'm not going to judge you. If you decide that you want to eat animals, then you eat animals. I don't care. But then don't ask me. Don't start asking me detailed questions. And then when I answer, then you get mad. Now, don't do that. Okay? All right.
But one of the things that I remember you saying was that people often feel, wait, what did you say? Because you just, oh God, my mind went blank. Okay, Rob, your question, because she said something that.
I'll make it very, very simple for you. I know one of the benefits after watching something like What the Health, right? I was amazed to learn, as you alluded to earlier, that so many of the things that I like, wait for it, chicken is filled and pumped with steroids to increase growth for mass production. In addition to that,
and antibiotics.
And antibiotics, and all these things are ingested in our bodies. So it helps to exponentially increase the likelihood that we are ingesting on purpose cancerous material, and we do it readily, regularly. And just because it says organic, you know, based on what the FDA food regulation laws are, it may not necessarily be organic. But I guess the real point that I'm trying to make is that we all grew up, especially if you're from the DMV area. It's a place called Danny's, right? after you finish at the Go-Go or you finish at the club, Constance, everybody go to Danny's to get chicken and fries, right? Wings and fries.
Make a note, ladies and gentlemen who are watching, he did say, and I quote, everybody goes there afterwards. He did not say everybody. That just lets you all know that he is from the DMV. He said, and I quote,
everybody.
So I just want to put that out there. And Soup Bone, I'll answer your question in just a second, but go ahead.
Yeah, so we were amazed at how big the wings were, right? And for the people who got steak and cheese, they were amazed at how much meat it was. And little did I know back then, because I needed to soak up all the libations I had consumed from my festive events. So I needed that in my life. But those are probably some of the worst places that you could go to eat and consume the world famous chicken.
Yeah, but those are the places that are in the most that are in food deserts, right? Those are the places that you're going to find the most of. You're going to find the most bodegas, corner stores, curry outs. I'm sorry, curry outs. You're going to find all of those things, but you are not going to find I can't say Whole Foods, because Whole Foods, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of, as much as I used to be. Whole Foods used to actually have a lot of non-GMO, organic, fresh produce, and now not so much. I want to go back real quick to Soup Bone. Soup Bone was asking what's the difference between a vegetarian and a vegan. So the vegetarian is somebody who is not eating animal products. That means that you're not eating the actual meat itself. However, a vegan is not eating animal products or animal byproducts. In addition to that, they're also not they're not ingesting it or wearing it. So a person who, like, let's say, for instance, wears lotion, and the lotion was made with animal fat, that's not going to be vegan. Or if it was tested on animals, that's not vegan. So vegan is more of the ethical side. You have the average person that's really plant-based. So I consider myself vegan. I don't eat animal products. I don't wear eat or wear animal products or animal byproducts. However, I do still have old leather bags or old leather shoes in my closet. And people are like, well, you have to get rid of them. Excuse much. The first thing I am not going to do is be disrespectful to the animals that just died for me. Okay? So if I
gave their life.
I'm just saying, if I bought this before I was vegan, you're telling me that I need to throw it away? No, sir, ma'am. I will do no such a thing. I will keep wearing it. I will give it its love, and I will wear it until it can't be worn no more.
So April Sampe,
yeah.
For those of us who are used to the Great Poupon life, filled with scrambled and or poached eggs, bacon, turkey bacon, wheat toast, and grits, what would be a more suitable breakfast if you were looking to explore the vegan life?
Oh, darling, I'm so glad you asked me that question. Anything that you ask for, anything that you can eat, I can eat better. So that means that if you had some eggs, I can have eggs. Why can't I have eggs? What, because I'm vegan? No, I just know animals were harmed in the making of said egg. So I'll have something called Just Egg, right? And Just Egg is made from mung beans. It's like what are those things that people used to eat? The egg substitutes.
Egg whites.
Not egg whites, but in the little can. I mean, not can, in the little
box. The little box.
Little carton. They have those. It's called Just Egg. Tastes just like egg. In order to add the eggy flavor, you're going to want to add something called black salt. It's pink, but it's called black salt.
Oh, I have some of that.
It smells and tastes like eggs, and it's good. I'm just saying. If you want some bacon, they have vegan bacon. They got anything vegan out there. They got vegan scrumps.
Where do you get this stuff? At Whole Foods?
No. Well, yes, you can get a lot of the things from places like Whole Foods. In the DMV, you can go to like Mom's and things of that nature, My Organic Market. The average place down south, Sprouts. So you have a lot of different places that you can buy the majority of these things. Some things you might have to order online.
See, they don't make it as easy, and that's what I wanted to go back to is you mentioned food deserts, but you didn't really explain what that was.
So a food desert is pretty much a place where you do not have access to fresh produce. So now what I'm talking about really isn't food desert material, and what I mean by that is you can be living in a place that's not necessarily a food desert, where you have access to amazing produce, amazing organic, non-GMO vegetables and fruits, right? But you might not have access to the now my brain's broken. The processed foods. So like if you wanted to get Beyond Meat, things of that nature, those might be a little bit harder to find in the regular grocery stores. But the fact is, there's some places that don't even have a grocery store within 5 miles of where you are. And so what does that mean for the person who doesn't have a car? If you don't have a grocery store a mile away, or a place where a person can get fruits and vegetables a mile away, then they're screwed. So they go to your local curry outs, they go to your local bodegas, and they get things that are not necessarily healthy. They eat things that are from a can. They eat things out of some plastic. And it's just unfortunate, because what people also don't realize is the way that you eat or what you put in your body also affects what you get out. So you have situations where people have a hard time sleeping, people have bad joints, people have stomach problems, and they're like, I don't know why I'm going through this. Let me go to the doctor. And what's the doctor going to do? They're going to give you some kind of pill.
So can you talk to your brother about possibly changing his lifestyle and maybe going vegan?
Definitely looking at you.
And I would actually challenge you, Mr. Antonin, and I would do it with you. Like, we could go on to do a vegan challenge, because I think that you probably should be changing your diet. I think
so. I'll just have you all to know, America, that I just came off of a Daniel's fast, in which 21 days I eliminated sugars, and I was supposed to not eat meat. I didn't really eat meat, but I ate a lot of veggies. I ate a lot of veggies, and I was sharing with your sister over there, over here, that eating a lot of veggies and fruits keeps you regular. I mean, I'm already regular. This brother is regular. I was regular. So I have to do it in moderation.
No, but Rob, what I noticed, I know is that, you know, you drink ginger ale a lot because your stomach can't take a lot of foods. But if you probably eliminated some of those foods and maybe went more organic and or vegan, that might eliminate you having to have those stomach issues.
Well, I will say this when it comes to—
Let me say one thing right now. You do not know my life, okay? I do drink ginger ales, but it's not because I have irritable bowel syndrome. It's not because of that. And it's not because I'm extra regular. I just like ginger ale. I'm sorry, April.
I'm actually talking about both of you in my head right now. Give me a minute. And we're back.
And we're back.
No, but one of the things that one of the issues that a lot of people are faced with when they do decide, you know what, I want to do the Daniel fast or whatever it is, they eat a lot more vegetables, which is great. The problem is that your body is supposed to be eating that amount of fiber per day, but because your body is not accustomed to it, all of a sudden you start getting a lot of belly bloat. Because like you're eating a lot of beans. The average person is like, they go crazy on beans because they're like, well, I need my fiber and not fiber. I need my protein. Fact of the matter is, if it grows, you're eating your protein. So calm down with the protein. You don't need that much. Okay.
Yeah.
Please take it down 1,000. But when it comes to the beans, it is always good to have a whole bunch of fiber, right? You just have to, I can't say to my—
You want this brother to eat beans?
I'm saying, well, no, I was going to say start by eating lentils, because that's not going to give you as much gas. and start eating it slow. You know, don't eat it as much in the beginning because people
we do not need Robert to have to eat a bunch of beans.
So,
I don't know what you're talking about, Constance. Beans are good for you, as far as I know.
They are good for you. But it just FYI, I think she's saying that you fart a lot.
Oh, well, you know, moving along. I am not the farter, just in case anyone wants to know.
I was just saying. So anyway, April, last time you were on the show, which we thoroughly enjoyed. That's when I first met you, and I first fell head over heels in love with you. Rob had said so many great things about you, and then I got to meet you in person, and you were absolutely just as fabulous as you are right here. But you were talking about some of the things that you really talked about. You really inspired me. You have a single out called "Ugly." The story that you told about the ugly was really fascinating. You said somebody said that you were ugly, and I was like, I mean, if you look at this beautiful beauty right here, how could anybody say that she's ugly? But she turned that ugly into an acronym that means what?
Understand God loves you.
Understanding God loves you. That is so beautiful. And so with that, you have a new single.
So Ugly is the album.
Okay.
And then what I always sing is a song called Daily Affirmations.
I love that song.
Yeah, thank you. And the funny thing is most people think that Daily Affirmations is ugly. So yeah.
Well, you know what? Listen, somebody asked how much weight you lost, but Robert, I got my ugly t-shirt. Did you get yours?
No, I
actually
don't know where to get one.
That's my fault because I have to actually send. I'm supposed to be sending both of y'all an ugly shirt.
I ordered mine.
I know, but the thing is, though, I was supposed to send you one. And
well, do you have some for guys? Because I'm not well endowed, so.
Yes, we do have them for men. Yep.
Somebody said, Daphnique, your complexion is all of that.
Oh, her complexion is everything.
No, he's on you.
Did she call me Daphnique?
Yeah, that's a new comment.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
This is actually April. For those who don't know, this is April Sampe. And she is talking about vegging out and dining. So before we go, April, did you drink your tea?
No.
I think I saw tea in that cup. I want to know, April, do you think that you can bless us? Because, we didn't tell you. So we talked about vegging out and down. We talked about the podcast. We talked about the show that's getting ready to be picked up on a major network. All of that stuff is in the works for Miss April Sampe. But the way Robert found her was on a stage live performing. And she is dope. So
let me set the stage. Hold on. Let me tell you my truth.
Okay.
So I was actually with another partner of mine. Shout out to Damon Scott, Next Level Entertainment. He asked me to come. We'd gone to one event, and he said, "Why don't you come through? I'll get you a drink. Let's go hang out." And so we went to I think it was Sobe, right? And I think it might have been Zoe's birthday. I'm not really sure. And I'm talking about Lorenzo Miller. Shout out to him, Zoe, Big Zoe. Everybody knows him in the D&B. But anyway, I'm standing there, probably eating on one of my chicken wings and my carrot sticks and celery at the local establishment. For the Saints out there, I wasn't at the bar. Actually, yes, I was. I was there. But anyway, I was standing there with, I'm gonna get kicked off the prayer line. I was standing there with Damon, and then this tall glass of water came and walked up on me like
champagne.
Don't get it twisted.
Came up on me and said something to the effect of, "Pleased to meet you, sir. How are you today?" And it caught me out of nowhere, and I didn't know how to respond. And I don't know what I said back, but she greeted everybody that was in our little circle. There was about 3 of us. And then I remember her just walking away, and I think she went and did it to everybody in that vicinity. And about, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes later, I heard a voice, Constance, that I had never heard in my entire life. I mean, it rang out from corner to corner in that room. And I had never heard the range. And I mean, like, she was doing vocal acrobatics. And I remember thinking to myself, who is that? And when I turned and looked, it was the same person who came to say, how are you today, sir? And it was April. And she did like maybe a 10-minute set. When I tell you, she ripped the whole, I mean, she ripped the stage.
Thank you.
And I remember thinking to myself, I didn't even ask her name, because you know me, Constance, I'm not really shy. When I see someone talented, I'll go and I'll run to them and just fan out on them. But at the end of the day, I'll figure a way to connect with them so that, you know, maybe I could introduce them or connect them to somebody. But that was my introduction to April. And I remember when we started the show, we were thinking about the guests that we wanted to bring on. And one of the first names that I said was April Sampe. Right?
He did.
And
I appreciate that.
yeah. And one of the reasons why I did that, I think you need to give people their flowers while they're living. So Queen, sis, on everything that I love, I really truly believe in you. You're the only guest that's been on our show twice, right? We believe in you, and for everybody who's under the sound of my voice, if you're watching this in the feed, the next time that we broadcast, hit replay, and whatever you do, make sure that you go out, even on the replay, support, Google April Sampe. So even on the replay, damn that rhyme, support April Sampe, because I believe in the sister, and I promise you that whatever she's doing, she will absolutely bless your life. And for those music execs, for those decision makers who are at studios, when you watch this broadcast, please do yourself a favor, inquire, reach out to, slide in the DM, April Sampe.
She's amazing.
That was awesome. And I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna write a song with that. Yeah. With the replay, make sure you hit up April Sampe. Hey, and when you get on the replay, hey. No, but you know what? I have to give. So I'm not putting it out there just yet, but it's coming. But I want to give a shout out to my management team. They know who they are, because my management team is too hot to handle, too cold to hold. And they're always showing me nothing but mad love. And so, you know, I'm not putting out there who they are just yet, but I'm just putting it out there that my management team is amazing. That being said, I am a queen from beginning to end. I don't need you to lose for me to win. I am that fire, that magic, that bold, that command your soul within. I got money from checks I cash. I got talent. This here gon' last. I've been granting wishes from your sons, dear daughters. Tell y'all, go hush now. Like Blue Ivy Carter, I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm good for your health. I'm good for your wealth. I'm the thing to tell yourself. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm ugly.
Hello.
I did that.
Hello.
Just because I knew that's the song you wanted to hear. So there you go.
Did she say her management team?
Yeah, my management team is too hot to handle, too cold to hold. It's a team, y'all. Hold on, I just put it out there. I got a team. Look at God. Hallelujah. Holla back.
So I'm definitely going to make sure that you're not an opening act. You got a headline. One of these things we're going to do on the tour this year in 2021. When Conversation Starters Live gets on the road.
You're going to have to talk to my management team.
I think I will. Self. What do you think about April Sampe, even on the replay?
Oh my God. No.
So real quick before we let her go, Constance, because we have absolutely truly been blessed, not only with her business acumen, but the fact that she got talent. She got real talent. And I love the fact that she's a writer as well. Like I fan out over people who can write and make their own content, kind of like our earlier guest. But April is somebody that I know for real. So I'm like really like biased towards her. in your 2021 career, is there anybody that you would like us to connect you with, perform on stage with, and or have as a guest on Veg Out? The only person that I might not be able to get close to is Oprah. Anybody else?
Damn, and that's you know what? And I was gonna say Oprah. I was about to be like Oprah, and then you was like, I can't get. That's hurtful. That made my ass itch.
Well, do you have a 1A?
That's it. I only had one. It was only Oprah. You know who
Oprah.
actually I want to interview who's a vegan. Country Wayne.
Country Wayne.
And also one person who wants to be a vegan. I don't know, like she's all over the place with her vegan journey, and I just want to talk about it. Portia Williams from the Housewives. She's on it, off again vegan, and I just want to know why.
Oh, whoa. Portia with the period
with the big old boob
is a vegan?
Yeah.
Nah, that's grits and bacon.
That's why I want to have the conversation. I'm just saying. As far as I'm concerned, one day you say you're a vegan, the next day you're not a vegan, child. I want to have a conversation. We need to sit down and discuss this. So those two, Erykah Badu, I want to talk about her life as a doula. I want to talk about her life as a vegan, child. Andre 3000. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there. Neo, I had a wonderful conversation with Neo. Jermaine Dupri, child. I'm just saying, we got listen.
All these people are vegans.
These are vegans, child. Russell Simmons.
Okay.
Me and Uncle Rush. Those are conversations that need to be had. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to talk to them. They want to hear about it. I'm just saying, ask your people, don't y'all want to hear about it?
Here's the funny thing, I'm writing all these names down because I'm gonna shock the pants off of this young lady, and we're gonna bring them on. And I definitely love Country Wayne. Portia, she might be a slight diva queen, so we got to see about that one. Andre 3000, Jermaine Dupri. Who else you say?
I don't remember. That was a long time. No, I'm joking. Neo. I'm joking. Erykah Badu, Neo. Yes. It's okay, sweet potato pie. She said, my bad, April. It is all right. I still love you. And I'm not even lying. Not this time, child. Not this time.
Not this time.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no. My goodness.
How many of you guys?
This has been an absolute amazing ride to get our girlfriend, our super friend, April Sampe.
I told you, she was your friend. She is now my friend. She is now my bestie. So I stole her from you, Rob. I mean, she is just wonderful. Inside and out. Aww. And when you meet her in person, you are going to fall in love when you go. So make sure you go follow her on IG, April Sampe. Go to her website, vegoutandDine.com, right?
And aprilsampe.com. So if you're looking for ugly attire or anything involving ugly, that's going to be aprilsampe.com. Anything involving the vegan lifestyle and the vegan journey, that's going to be vegoutandDine.com.
See. All right, you want to do some rapid fire with her real quick?
Ooh.
Oh my God. I mean, right now, if I gave you like a courtesy 3 minutes to open up for either Tiffany Haddish and or Samore and or Tori Hart, Kevin Hart's ex-wife, any one of those three young ladies you would open up with for three minutes, just 3 minutes.
Tori,
really?
Are we talking about having a conversation? We're just talking about having a conversation with them, right?
Nah, you're gonna open up for them. You're gonna spitfire for 3 minutes. You can either tell jokes or you can sign something.
Oh, I'm not funny, honey. I'm only funny in my own head. So if that's gonna be the case, it would be Tiffany. I thought if I'm gonna have a conversation with one of them, I want to talk to Tori because I want to get the juice.
The juice on Kev?
Damn right. I want to hear everything, child. I want to know it all.
You know what?
I'm just saying, is he fun size all over the place? Like, is he completely fun size? I want to know everything. You ask questions, I answer. I'm just saying.
Absolutely, I see. So Constance, I'm going to ask for one more time. Wait. Besides RE, this is only for my folks in DMV. I got to represent for you and ask this question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this a snippet. So,
no, don't make it a snippet.
The world is watching DMV.
Oh no, I'm scared now.
Beyond RE, the wickedest band alive.
I was gonna RE. That's the answer.
Besides RE, that's the easy answer. Besides RE, who is your close runner-up as the premier go-go band in DC? If I were new to DC and I was going to get in these mean streets, who should I go and see?
RE. But if not, you're gonna take me out to see Junkyard.
Jump. Okay. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Or you can get a little sardines.
Hey, and pork and beans.
That's right.
Even though I'm not allowed to have the sardines or the pork side of the beans, but the sad thing is I actually do that in my shows. And I know people are like, sir, ma'am. No, listen, I do it anyway.
For those of you who are not from the DMV, you have no idea, as me, what they are talking about. They are talking their own little DMV language. I have no idea about pork and beans, sardines, and everything else. I'm totally lost. I am a Cali girl.
That's all right. Wait till when you come to when you come to a full show, you gonna learn.
You gonna learn.
I'm gonna learn you.
So let's look at something because I want them to get a little snippet of you live performing. You see what we talking about? Do you see what we're talking about? So follow April Sampe. There are thousands of people on here right now. I want you to go to Instagram right now and go follow April Sampe. I want you to go look at her website, go subscribe. If you go, make sure you listen to her podcast. Where can I get your podcast?
Podcast is going to be on YouTube, on the good YouTube, Veg Out and Dime.
Veg Out and Dime. Make sure that you support our girl, Miss April.
And the videos are coming out March 4th. The first one comes out on March 4th. I actually interviewed James Poet, and he's a DMV legend. He's with the future band DC. He's vegan. So you get a chance to learn a lot about amazing people. The videos will be coming out every Thursday thereafter.
Beautiful. Thank you, darling, for joining us today. We love you, and we love you some more.
Love you long time, Joe. Oh, I gotta give it to you. Stop shaking. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, I have class.
I have no idea what that's about.
Or not.
But again, thank you, lady. Any last words, Mr. Robert?
No, make sure that if this is your first time, please don't let it be your last time that you're checking out Conversation Starters Live. So if you're watching it, make sure you heart it up, give us some likes. And when it's all said and done, make sure that you follow my sister over here. Her name is Constance Carter. She's on every social media platform there is in the world. And then after you do that, scroll on down in the DMs and find April Sampe, and make sure that you follow her on her website. Make sure that you support her music. Go out and buy her merch. It will add value to your life. I promise you. And then when y'all finish with the queens that I hung out with today, come check your boy out. I am Robert Antoine on Clubhouse. I am Robert Antoine on Instagram. I am Robert Antoine everywhere on social media. I am the one and only. And with that, my sister, I'm going to turn it over to you to do what you do.
Love it. Love you. We'll see you next week. Take care. Peace.